What's up, everybody? Welcome to MoTechSales YouTube channel. I'm Maury, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I broke into tech sales in 8 weeks with no degree or no boot camp necessary. So if you're new to this channel, this is your first time watching one of my videos, be sure to subscribe to this channel. If you like content like this, I do make posts almost every single day, and my goal is to help you get a job in tech. So I came out with a lot of different trainings that you can feel free to follow and all that good stuff. If you are looking for the fastest and the easiest way to break into tech, be sure to click the link down below to Course Careers. There is a free training down there on how to get into tech sales specifically, and be sure to check that out. So let's go ahead and get into the video. Let me move this up a little bit. Let's see. Okay. So before I get started, I just want to tell y'all who I am. You're probably wondering who is this baby face, lockhead person talking to you. Well, I'm Maury. I'm 27 years old. Depending on when you're watching this, I may be 28, I may be 29. But as of right now, I'm 27 years young. I started in tech sales about 4 months ago. And I learned about tech sales through a guy I sold a car to. He told me what he did for a living, and I was very, very intrigued. And that's what sparked my journey into tech sales. So he told me exactly what I needed to do and how I should go about doing it. And I pretty much followed his advice. And if I can meet that guy again, I will tell him thank you, because I just didn't know what I didn't know. And he was able to tell me what I needed to know in order to grow. So I'm really blessed that I met him and I was able to get him into a car at the time. And it took me about 8 weeks to actually learn tech sales and break into and actually get into a job. And I want to show y'all how to do the same thing too. So the first step is mindset. I say this in all my videos because it's honestly what's going to make and break you in this process. I know you're online, you're getting all the hype and all that stuff, you're motivated to get started, but really before you get started, make sure that your mindset is good to go. So your mind, the mind is everything. What you think is essentially what you become. So if you're having a lot of negative self-talk, then that's what you're going to manifest in your reality. If you're having a lot of positive self-talk, you're getting the support that you need from either from yourself or just from outside people, then that's going to help you guys. Also, make sure that you're writing down your goals and writing down a plan and putting your head down and getting to work. So I know I talk about that on this slide. This is essentially this is pretty much 50% of the battle right here is in your mind. And so what I personally did was set a goal for myself. I wrote it down. I read through it every single day until I was able to actually reach that goal. And then I also made a plan. So if you don't plan to fail, then you plan to succeed. So you need to write down a plan. And as I was getting certified and actually getting the education I needed to get a job in tech sales, I had to write down a plan on what I needed to do to get there. And essentially, once I came up with that plan, then I put my head down and I got to work and I stuck to it no matter what obstacles or challenges were thrown in my way. And believe me, there were a lot. While I was learning how to get into tech sales, I didn't have a job. So I was on a time crunch and I had to really focus and hone in and do what I needed to do in order to break into tech sales in a timely manner. And you can do the same thing too. So next, I want to talk about knowledge is power. So you need to get educated. You need to get certified. If you do not have any experience, You need to get certified. Guys, we live in a different day and age. The fact that we had the pandemic happen really shifted the way that employers and recruiters go about finding candidates. It turned everything up a notch. We moved to remote jobs, right? So people are like, oh, it's so hard to get a remote job. It's probably because of the way that they're going about it, especially in tech. If you do not already have experience or any tech education, then you want to get certified. Certifications hold so much weight because that essentially lets employers know that you have studied and inquired, well, essentially you studied that job that you want to get and you're able to convey it in your interviews. So they want to see that you mastered skills like um, the basic sales, prospecting, customer relationship manager, sales engagement, cold email, cold call, and discovery qualifications. They're going to be looking for this, guys. I promise you, if you skip the whole getting certified part and you think you can just jump in and knock your interviews out of the park, unfortunately, that's not going to happen. When you're watching this video, make sure that you're actually taking the steps in order and don't jump around. So, and plus, they interview thousands of people on a day-to-day basis, and they're going to be able to detect if you do not know anything about tech sales. So they're going to ask you questions about tech sales and stuff like that. And you can't fake the funk. If you really don't know it, they're going to be able to sniff that out and say, oh, this person doesn't really know what they're doing or talking about. And then boom, an interview has been wasted. So this is Course Careers. You can click the link down below in the description to actually start the free course. But this is how I got certified and what gave me the information and the resources to actually start applying for jobs. So this is essentially what I took. As you can see here, this is the payment plan and stuff like that. It's not expensive compared to the money that you get in the long term. This is a small investment, guys. Okay, so this is everything that's included in the full course. You do get 5 course sections teaching you everything you need to know about technology sales and how to actually land your first position. You get 17 plus hours of video content combined with multiple quizzes and downloadable PDF files that you can download, as well as 3 must-read books. It's self-paced. You can do it online. You do have access to a Discord community. You do have mentors. You do have instructors. If you decide to sign up for Course Careers, I will be your mentor. I'll be glad to help you and be your accountability coach. And then you also have your own small group of students that you can count on that will be there to help you as well. You do have unlimited access to updates and things like that. So if you ever want to go back to the course and rewatch some videos to get brushed up on information, you can do that there. And then you also get access, this is huge too, you get access to a network of hiring partners that drop, you get access to a number of hiring partners that drop their degree and experience requirements just for you, as well as on average, you will make over anywhere between $1,000 to $1,250 per week as a sales development representative, and that's like entry level, basic position. Okay. So yeah, and I highly recommend trying this course and things like that. So as you can see, here are all the graduates that graduated from Course Careers. This is the instructor. His name is Trent. He's pretty good. He has his own YouTube channel. Very good guy, very smart, very sharp, and just a very good instructor. This is also another outline of what you're going to be going over in course careers and and things like that. So, and you do get certified. I've had people ask me, do you actually get certified? Yes, you do once you complete the course. And this is just to show you that the investment is essentially a no-brainer. As you can see, sales development representatives can make anywhere between 60K a year all the way up to maybe 80K a year. And this is just for entry level. And when you break that down, your return on investment is definitely there. So something to think about, guys. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I use in order to get certified. Next, I want to go ahead and get into LinkedIn. So this is what I'm going to be talking about, how to optimize your LinkedIn. Let me come here real quick and show y'all what my LinkedIn looks like and what yours needs to look like in order for it to be considered as optimized. So number one, if you don't have a LinkedIn, I don't know what you're doing. Make sure that you're on LinkedIn on the day-to-day basis. LinkedIn is like your professional Facebook. And it feels like I'm on LinkedIn more than I'm on Facebook, to be honest with you. So you want to have a professional headshot photo. No, that doesn't mean that you have to hire a professional photographer. You can literally take a picture or have somebody take a picture of you with your phone, your smartphone. Make sure that you have a professional attire on. Like in this picture, I have a turtleneck with a blazer. You don't want to have, a baseball cap on and a tie-dye shirt throwing up the gang sign. Like, you want to make sure that you look professional, you look clean, sharp, and just that, you come here and you mean business. So make sure you have that on your LinkedIn. All right. Connections. You want to have at least 500 connections. Now, you may be wondering, hey, why do I need 500 connections? This helps with your network, guys. The more connections you have on LinkedIn, the more valid you are, the more credible you come across to recruiters. When you're making your LinkedIn and you're optimizing your LinkedIn, you have to put yourself in the recruiter's shoes. So think how the recruiter would think. If they go to my profile, they're going to say, she looks professional. Okay, she has, they're looking for that social verification, essentially. She has 500 connections. Oh, wow, her head title is amazing. She's looking for a coach. She's coachable, she's driven, she's resilient, and she's seeking a sales development opportunity. So that's what you want. You want to shoot for something like this. Open to work. Make sure your profile is open to work. If your profile is not open to work, I honestly don't know what, it makes sense as to why employers are not reaching out to you. Make sure that your LinkedIn profile is open to work. Job title, make sure the job titles are what you want to get a job in, as well as your locations and things like that. The most important part of this section is the visibility. Please put your visibility only to recruiters only, because you won't have like random people that you're connected to that are not recruiters looking to see if you're open to work. And then I also just think that this open to work sign looks tacky around your profile picture. When you have recruiters only, it only limits people using the LinkedIn recruiter software, and it's just much better because it kind of filters out you getting random people messaging you about just random stuff. So let me show you my inbox, for example. I have people reaching out to me on the day-to-day basis about just job opportunities that they want me to interview for. Here's one, for example. would love to interview me. They saw my LinkedIn and they were very, very impressed. So you want to make sure that you're on that level. Make sure that your about section is optimized for the type of job that you're looking for. What I did here was I actually went to Chat GPT and had them come up with a LinkedIn about me section for my job that I'm seeking. And then from there, you can tweak it and things like that. Next, you want to make sure that your experience looks up to par. A good recommendation for this section is you want to make sure you have a action, like kind of like a verb going into your experience, as well as a number representing how your action resulted in the company's improvement. So, for example, when I sold cars at Helix Volkswagen, I put 3 things in. It doesn't have to be a lot of stuff. You can literally put 3 bullet points, but essentially, I have maintained customer satisfaction rating of 95%, which resulted in numerous repeat and referral business opportunities. So essentially, you want like a verb, what you want an action verb, and what that resulted into, and then you also want to put a number on it because, again, put yourself in a recruiter's shoes. They want to stuff like that is attractive to them, guys. Okay, if you have any education, you can put that there. If you have any licenses and certifications, make sure that you put that there too. I got certified in course career, I put that there. As well as whenever I was taking course careers, I put on my work experience that I was a student in course careers because essentially that's like an internship. All right, next, make sure that you have a professional email signature. So this is something that you can just work on your free time, but you can actually go to HubSpot. They do have a professional email generator, and you can just generate that for free. And also make sure that your email address, especially when you are applying for jobs, you want it to be your first and your last name at gmail.com or first.lastname@gmail.com. All right. Next, you want to actually create a cover letter. You want to create a resume. I have these 2 templates down below. Be sure to check that out. It is tailored for tech sales individuals that are looking to get into tech sales. Again, before you do all this, make sure that you actually get certified in tech sales. I guess the only 2 things I would recommend doing while you're taking your course is making sure your LinkedIn profile is optimized and getting 500 connections, as well as working on your professional email signature, which doesn't take that long. All right. Next, you want to actually go out there and start applying for jobs. So I will say for this section, it's all, you have to have a different mindset, guys. There's so many people that still believe that mass applying for jobs is effective, but it's simply not. You have to change the way that you do this. So what I would highly recommend is actually building a list of maybe 40 of the top companies that you will want to work for, tech companies that you will want to work for, and taking it from there. So another thing is you need to make sure that you do the prep work before you start applying for jobs. So what do I mean by that? Do the marketing prep work for yourself. So meaning, make sure that your LinkedIn looks good. Make sure that your resume is good. Make sure that you have a professional email, right? Or an email signature. Another thing that I want to show you is making sure that you have a website, like a professional portfolio website. Now, if you don't be worried, don't really stress out about this, because once you get done with Course Careers, they actually have a website developer for you. They will make a website for you once you get done with the course, and it pretty much generates a website. Actually, a very, very nice website. This is what mine looks like, and things like that. So make sure that you have that as well. And let's see here. Don't mind me, guys. I keep on going back and forth because I want to make sure that y'all are actually seeing this presentation. Where was I? Make sure that you do that prep work to market yourself effectively online. You want to focus on companies that you want to actually work for. And remember, you are the product, so you must sell yourself. You have to do the job to get the job, guys. And that's essentially how you should approach interviews, how you should approach applying for jobs. And then if you follow this method, this will help you get more interviews, especially if you don't have any degree or experience. So do the job to get the job. You want to build your A team and your B team. This can be 20 of the top companies that you want to work for your A team, and then B team is like the backup companies if you're not able to work for your A team. And then you want to go on LinkedIn and essentially find company contacts from the companies that you want to actually work for. Now, I made another training going over this, but I'm not going to go into depth with this about this on this video. Something I do want to show you is, of course, on Course Careers. Oh, excuse me. Tired. Just 12 o'clock in the morning. But Course Careers, here is the graduate portal. This is how it would actually look like after you get certified in the course that you choose. But this will walk you through how to actually properly apply for jobs and how to reach out to your contacts that you gathered and put them in a email interview sequence where you're constantly following up with them for like a 5-day series. Okay, so that right there helped me get a lot of interviews. Like, I only applied for 37 jobs and got 7 interviews. That is huge. Okay, so you want to create an email cadence and actually stick to it, follow through. And last but not least, make sure that you apply for the role on the company's website. Don't do easy apply. Make sure that when you see a job opening on LinkedIn, click on the company's website and apply. Most of the time when you see apply, you can click apply and it will take you to the website in the job posting. But essentially, you want to apply. As soon as you apply, hit up those 3 contacts, let them know that you applied, and ask for an interview, and so on and so forth. All right. This is the next video I would recommend you watch, but don't watch this until you actually get certified in Course Careers and then get access to the graduate portal. Okay, so this would be the next video to watch, which is pretty much how to pass your interview and land a tech sales job, part 2. Now, there is a part 1 to this, which I talk about how to go about getting into tech sales and actually getting a job. But then getting interviews, but then I want to talk about how to pass those interviews. So I talk about that in this video. So this concludes my video. If you enjoyed watching this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and things like that. But also, if you're interested in actually trying course careers out for yourself, and more specifically tech sales, I would highly recommend doing that. Now, if you don't have the one-time payment up front, which is just $499, and you can't afford that, you can also do the payment plan, which is essentially only $150 a month. I think it is for 4 bi-weekly payments of just $150 a month, or not a month, but a payment until you pay it off. But essentially, it is a strong return on your investment, and you get certified. So with that being said, I enjoyed making this video for you. Be sure to like this video, leave a comment, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you on the next video. Peace.